under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good afternoon. Administrators, Lieutenant Colonel Murphy, Mrs. Murphy, Orangeburg Consolidated School District 5 board members, Dr. Washington, faculty, staff, students, cadets, veterans, parents, and visitors. It gives me great pleasure as your Mark Battalion Commander to welcome you to our annual Veterans Day program. We take time.
Each year, our nation pays tribute to the millions of Americans, both living and dead, who have served in the armed forces of the United States. The recognition began in 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. This day was first called Armistice Day. Today, our nation pauses to say thank you to the men and women of our nation who answered the call for military service. The span of our nation's history found veterans serving in numerous major conflicts and wars, which included Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Over 40 million United States service members have answered the call to serve during these times. Over 1 million service members have paid the supreme sacrifice for their service. Others bear the scars of war, both physically and mentally. As we look at these statistics, we are reminded that freedom is not free. If you have a veteran in your family or no one in the community, take the time today and this weekend to wish them a happy Veterans Day. This small gesture for their...
Many have served honorably and have gone on to continue to serve their community and country. Veterans give back in many ways. They are an important part of our community and continue to live by the 7 Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Our guest speaker is one of those who exemplifies this sacrifice and commitment to giving back. Lieutenant Colonel retired Wayne Murphy is the founder and president of Haven Connections. He is a native of St. Matthews, South Carolina, and graduated from Calhoun County High School in 1984. He is a 1988 graduate from South Carolina State University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in marketing. Upon graduation, he was commissioned through the Reserve Officer Training Corps as a distinguished military graduate into the United States Army. He also holds a Master's of Science degree in acquisition and a contract management from Florida Institute of Technology. While serving over 2 decades in the Army, Colonel Murphy served in numerous key assignments to include the Office of the Assistant Secretary of the Army for Acquisition, Logistics, and Technology. As the U.S. Army Special Operations Command, Colonel Murphy served several tours in Southwest Asia, serving in Turkey and Northern Iraq during the Desert Shield storm and the Operation Provide Comfort. Serving a combat tour in Afghanistan supporting Operation Enduring Freedom, and 2 combat tours in Iraq supporting Operation Iraqi Freedom. His military awards and decorations include the Legend of Merit Medal, the Bronze Star Medal, the Meritorious Service Medal with 3 oak leaf clusters, the Joint Service Commendation Medal with 1 oak leaf cluster. He also has earned the Army Staff Identification Badge and the Parachutist Badge. After retiring from the Army, Lieutenant Colonel Murphy worked at Lockheed Martin as the business manager for the C-5 aircraft program. Lieutenant Colonel Murphy and his family returned to Orangeburg in 2011 to open the local Chick-fil-A restaurant. In addition to growing his business and partnering with several local initiatives, he is an active member in the community, serving on several boards and councils. He is a member of the Orangeburg chapter of the South Carolina State University Alumni Association and the life member in South Carolina State University National Alumni Association. He is an active member of the Cornerstone Community Church and the life member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Lieutenant Colonel Murphy was awarded the 2014 Small Business Person of the Year by the Orangeburg Chamber of Commerce. He was named the 2017 South Carolina Veteran Small Business Person of the Year by the South Carolina Small Business Administration District Office. Lieutenant Colonel Murphy is the recipient of the 2017 Humanitarian of the Year Award from the Orangeburg chapter of the NAACP. He was also awarded the 2018 South Carolina State University Distinguished Alumnus Award. Lieutenant Colonel Murphy is married to Trina D. Murphy, and they have 2 daughters, Jasmine and Jada. Let's give a warm Mohawk welcome for our guest speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Wade Murphy.
Our state and our nation. Veterans, teachers, students, administrators, parents, friends, and family. Thank you for having me here today. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we come together to honor our nation's finest and bravest. Veterans Day, which is a U.S. official holiday, is set aside to honor men and women who have served our armed forces. Veterans Day, as we know it today, is the day that also commemorates the ending of the World War I, which formally ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, 1918. This Veterans Day is a milestone as we celebrate 100 years. So first and foremost, let's begin by recognizing all those among us who have given themselves in the service of our great nation. As we gather here today, thousands of soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen are on the job around the world protecting America. As a military officer, and many before me and many yet today, when we raised our right hand and took the oath to defend the U.S. Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, we made a commitment to our nation that whatever the cost may be, we were willing to pay that cost, even with our lives, in order to preserve the values of our nation.
I will seek the maximum leadership to stand prepared to uphold the Constitution of America with life. May God grant us to hold the lives free. This ain't no Charlie, because Charlie's on me ain't no club. Bitter sauce like woodland, respect us, that's how it's done. Woodland, here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. If love ain't their number one, they number two instead. If love ain't their number one, they must want their head, they working hard. They working hard.
Good afternoon. It is a great day to be a Mohawk. Veterans Day is a day that we set aside to remember and embrace the contributions made by our armed forces. Please reflect and acknowledge the individuals who have indeed made the ultimate sacrifice of serving this great country. It is an honor to celebrate all our U.S. veterans. We thank you for your service. Would you please stand one last time and be recognized? would like to thank our speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Wayne Murphy, this afternoon for your words of encouragement and wisdom. Also, last but definitely not least, special thanks to our Vice Chairman of Orangeburg Consolidated School District 5, Mr. Vernon Stevens, Superintendent Dr. Jesse Washington, District Office staff, the Office of Public Relations, the Times and Democrat, and New Perspectives Media. Thank you for coming out, helping us celebrate veterans. Last but not least, we would like to recognize Lieutenant Colonel Brian Coles and First Sergeant Class Stiles and our wonderful JROTC students who always set the tone and shine. We appreciate you and have a wonderful and continue enjoying the rest of your afternoon. Thank you.
We will trust and cherish in our hearts. Alma mater, strong and true. Alma mater, royal. Bethune Bowman will sing to you. We're forever loyal.
All right, here we are, Bethune Bowman High School, great Veterans Day program. Talk to us and give us your names first of all, and tell us how important this day is for you.
My name is Wayne Murphy, Lieutenant Colonel Retired.
Trina Murphy, military veteran as well.
Vernon Stevens, Vice Chair, Board of Trustees, Orangeburg Consolidated School District 5.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Murphy, you guys have attained a lot of success. Tell us how important the military has been towards that success, if you will.
I guess my military career has allowed me to have one of those pillars as a foundation to give me the discipline and also understand the importance of giving back to the community. So I think that's very important.
All right.
Definitely discipline and service, serving others.
And you young people, are you guys learning anything? Do you guys know who these people are?
Yes, sir.
And how important are them coming back here to you? What does that mean for you guys?
It means a lot because they show us that it's not hard to come back home and give back to the people that once were a pillow to you to lean on. So,
do you intend on having a military career? Is that what you want to do?
yes, sir.
All right, so you'll be colonel one day.
Hope.
General.
Yeah.
All right. And talk to us, educators. Talk to us and tell us about how important it's got for you guys.
Well, ROTC, under the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Curl, they do a wonderful job. They instill the core values to our students, not just what they can do in ROTC, but in everyday life, so they can become productive citizens.
Tell us your name.
Amanda Elliott.
And are you going to have a military career? Is that what you want to do too?
No, sir. I want to be a nurse.
Okay, you want to might be a nurse in the military or start in the military. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's an option. Some of the military doctors are some of the best doctors there are. I know that for a fact. Colonel, talk to us about your leadership, Colonel Cole, and working with these young people.
What I like to do is always make sure that these students have a great mentor and provide them with all the life skills that they'll need to take not only past high school, but past college and into life. And that's what the ROTC is all about, is giving the cadets an opportunity to make life choices that will carry them for the rest of their lives.
What does it mean to have these wonderful people come back here, part of the community?
We were classmates at one time,
Okay.
So I know he's got come from a great place. So yeah.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Again, this is Harvey Elwood. I'm reporting for Bethune Bowman High School on Veterans Day 2018.